items, and we offer to you a brand that is called Embassy. This is an Embassy shredder. And shredders are so critical to protecting our most sensitive and private information, like our social security numbers, our medical records, our paycheck stubs, our tax documents, all of those sensitive documents that we all have. One of the things that you're gonna hear us talk about is how a paper shredder could potentially be that go-to tool that you'll need in order to be able to secure it. This particular paper shredder has some unique features because it delivers to you what we call a microcut shedding. Think of some very fine confetti, and that is going to allow you now to be able to shred those most important and sensitive documents. One of the nice things about this particular shredder is it's one of our more advanced. It has something called an auto feeder, and an auto feeder allows you, and this specific one will allow you to be able to auto feed up to 100 documents. It is not unusual for a lot of us to let documents accumulate, right? You might have a box, you might have a bag, perhaps you've got a desk full of papers because you've been waiting to maybe get a shredder or upgrade a shredder. This one is gonna be really nice because if you do have a stockpile of a lot of papers that you need to shred, to be able to put those 100 documents here and just let it kind of shred on its own is gonna be a game changer. If you wanna manually feed the shredder, you can shred up to 9 documents at one time, and if they're old credit cards or expired credit cards, this can shred your credit cards. It can also shred documents with staples as well. This is one of the lowest prices that we've ever offered on this more advanced shredder. Most of our Embassy shredders have become customer picks, and we get to ship this to you with free shipping. There's no better time than the present to be able to buy this, and we've got the most beautiful colors. So we've got silver available for you. We have it in black. Look at this pretty, beautiful, soft champagne gold. We have a white, which is nice and crisp. I love that. And then you've got that beautiful, almost candy apple red, and then all the way to the other side there is a really rich and handsome navy blue. Check out that sale price. This particular model normally sells for $199, and it became a customer pick at that price. It is for today $134. So this is an amazing value. That's $65 savings, and you get to pick this up and have this delivered for the first flex pay of about $45. Bill Duggan is our special guest expert. Bill, it's so nice to have you here. We love, of course, our Embassy shredders. And Bill, I want to dive into it because listen, at HSN, we offer to you really tens of thousands of products. We've got the best cookware, we've got delicious foods, we've got some of the biggest brand names in beauty products and apparel. And a lot of it is stuff we don't necessarily need. I would argue that a paper shredder is something that you need. We're gonna talk about the FTC and how a paper shredder could potentially really protect your identity in a big way.
Easily, and that's why the FTC does warn us that we need to shred all of those documents. But like you were talking, Marlo, I've had better things to do this summer than to sit in my office shredding, shredding, and shredding. So what this shredder will do, it's gonna give you a smaller shred, which is great. But what you're noticing here is what we pulled from the Federal Trade Commission's webpage. There's many steps we can take to reduce the risk of being an identity theft victim, guard your social security number, but then they say shred. Shred those charge receipts, shred those credit card applications, and those other sensitive documents. Marlo, that other, it's gonna be different for you, and it's gonna be different for me. And the thing is, it's different for everyone in the house. And we all get those stacks, we file them away, and those stacks grow. This is the huge game changer. I wanna get to it right away, because whether you have 80 pages, 60, or 100 sheets, if you open up this tray in the back, and I can take that stack, half of it, or all of it, and guess what, Marlo? I'm not shredding 1980s style, where it's a few pages at a time. It has an auto shred tray. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go pick up the kids at school or start making dinner while it's shredding. So the auto shred, we're excited it's back. But it's not done. It's not, you know, stuck in shred mode until we go through 100 sheets. I can be shredding at the same time. So, you know, we're in that state of cleaning the office. It's shredding. I found some more stuff. I put staples in here. It's no problem. The machine comes fully assembled, Marlo. So when we send these out with free shipping, it's definitely time to try it. They're on caster wheels. It's a narrower footprint on the floor, so it sits a little taller. And you also have this nice 3.5-gallon waste bin. So it's a drawer. You don't lift the lid off anymore. And I love this drawer. I have a really small home office. This is what I use as my garbage can. And when I need to shred, I shut that door, You have that instant gratification window. You see what's happening. Page 8, where did it go? But you see when it gets filled up, which is convenient. But you also see how the shred is smaller. So the Autoshred upgrade, but if we're still shredding with something like this, Marlo, this is 50-year-old technology that affects our identity, our credit score, our interest rates, our mortgage payments. Upgrade, get rid of the clutter, and protect yourself. Marlo, it happened to you. It happened to me.
Oh my
and
gosh.
most of us don't realize we're an identity theft victim until it's too late.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to me, and it happened to me a few years ago. I went to file my income taxes, and the IRS sent me a letter saying, your income taxes have already been filed. Someone already filed it. Now you can imagine that I was really surprised. I was like, huh? How could that be possible? But it was possible and it was true. Someone had stolen my identity. And after having to go to the police department, file a report, freeze my credit, I mean, there's a long line of list of things to do. I realized the error that I made, which I don't want you to make that mistake, is that I actually had a shredder, but I had one that was older. I had an older model, a dated model, and I want to show you that, right? Because this may be a call to action for you. If you do have an older shredder, there's a big difference, because one of the things the police told me is that thieves work as hard as you do. They're just in a different line of work. And if you have an older shredder where it's very easy for them to put pieces together and to read the numbers and to put information together, believe me, all they have is time. Their job is to get your information. So this is kind of one of the first versions. Here's the second. This is what we're offering to you. That really fine, that really teeny tiny microcut that would make it almost impossible for someone to be able to grab your information. We are offering this to you at an incredible value. As I mentioned to you, $65 off. We have free shipping and handling. This is pretty weighty. It has a motor. It has a 3.5-gallon trash compartment in here. By the way, we do include for you 12 of the lubricant sheets to keep the motor and the engine in there kind of running beautifully. And we also give you a wastebasket liner in the inside of this as well. Your color choices are going to be the navy. We have it in a silver. I believe this is going to be the black. I love that red, so pretty. You have the white and the gold, and so you can really kind of color coordinate this to look really pretty in any space. You might have this in the kitchen. You may have this in your home office. Maybe for you, it could be even in the garage. I want to give you an update because when I noticed that FlexPay originally, it had 3 flex, I knew that that could potentially have been incorrect. We now have the correct information reflected on your screen. We're offering this on 5 flexible payments. So where the 3 flex allowed you to be able to pick this up at $45, this new 5 flex pay that you can get this at is now $27. Bill, that's a big deal. That's a significant savings to be able to get this in your budget, something that maybe you didn't even plan to buy, but you know intuitively that this is something that you need. Please, whatever you do, if it is your old tax documents, if it's your credit card offers that you're receiving, maybe you're charged with maybe disposing of documents of a loved one. And now you're saying, what do I do? Believe it or not, people who are in the business of stealing information and identity, they don't care. I mean, they really, I hate to say it this way, but dead or alive, they could care less. A child, any information. So we need to be able to protect this delicate and very sensitive information, and the only way to do it is that you need to shred it. I used to make Bill crack up a long time ago. I used to just tell him, listen, whatever you want to do, don't take those credit card offers and your old paycheck stubs and your old tax documents and all of your bills and put them in the trash can. Because I know here in Florida, I have no idea where you're watching from, but there are all sorts of critters and possums and raccoons and bears and all sorts of things that can tear through your trash. And then the next thing that you know, your trash is now over in the neighbor's lawns, and all of a sudden, your prescription drug, your prescription is in their lawn, and they're, oh, is that what Bill takes, right? Or is that what Bill earns a year? So this is the most sensitive and private information, and this is why Embassy as a brand, I think you shared with me, Bill, that Embassy makes, I think, 1 of every 4 shredders on the market.
Correct.
They're virtually all a customer pick. This is what I have at home. I actually have 2 at home. You know, so that's stealing of my identity taught me a lesson. I have 2 of them at home. Take advantage of
Marlo,
them.
yeah.
Go ahead, Bill.
No, it happened to me too. I was that victim of identity theft, and it didn't happen until I tried to get my financial aid in college. Go to the window, and they're like, "You don't qualify." I'm like, "What do you mean? I have no money. I have no credit." I'm like, "Well, according to this, you have all this." I'm like, "Hello, hold the phone." So we've come a long way from shredding. I'm using a clear bin so you can see how much this can hold, but also so you can see how small this microcut is. The smaller the shred, the harder to piece it together. The easier the shredding machine makes it, the less hassle. I think we've all been there where it's like, it's too complicated. It's going to take me forever to go through the stack. We're at page 50, and I've been able to walk away and get the mail in the meantime. Right here, you're going to see the difference of the shred. That's the strip shred, the stuff from the 70s that's been around for 50 years, 30 shreds per page. Then we advanced to crosscut, definitely a better option, about 300 shreds per page. But watch what's going to happen. The gear is going to get bigger, the teeth are going to multiply, and that shred is going to get smaller. So you're getting more bang for your buck, which is what we want, but also we're getting more protection, which is what we need.
Yes.
And Marla, as you were talking about, it's shipping to you for free, which is great. You don't have to assemble it. You just get it home, you plug it in, and you put it to work. Put it to work on the stuff that's sitting on the kitchen counter right now, or the junk mail that's coming in every day with a credit card offer or real estate advertisement. Even those political stuff, Marlo, that we get in the mail.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Vote for me and vote for this. Your name is on there. And you know what? Shred it. Don't put your name out in there if you don't need it. Some stuff we need to hold on to for a little while, which is why we get the stacks and the drawers full of stuff. But after a little while, we get to get rid of it, and it feels amazing.
Yeah,
we call it shredding therapy. And remember, this is going to ship for free, and all that stuff that we've been holding on to, get rid of it. Get rid of the cardboard, but that cardboard has your identity on it. That mailing label, that barcode.
That's a good one.
Check this out.
Hey, Bill, I want to chime in for a moment because right now on our screen we have reflected what the FTC actually recommends to protect your identity, and that's why they talk about shredding these sensitive documents like your expired charge cards and your bank statements, your checks, right? Your physician statements, your insurance forms, your credit applications. These are documents you may take it for granted, but believe me, someone will find great value in having your personal information. And it's a big thing. People are really out to steal our identity. I want to take a moment to invite you to order. Remember, this model is one of our more advanced models because this one will allow you to take 100 sheets. So let's say you've got stacks and stacks of papers and you just haven't, organized or decluttered in a long time. This is the model that you want to choose because it has what they call a 100-sheet auto feed. So you can put a stack of documents and it will just on its own just kind of feed it through and shred those documents, or you can take 9 documents and manually feed it. The size of this I want to mention to you. So this stands about 18.5 inches high. So it's a perfect scale and the perfect size for any space in your home. It does have the caster wheels on it, and you will love it. Reminding you, $65 savings, $65. That's significant. If it were $20 off or even $40 off, it would be a big deal. $65? I don't know, that's a lot of money for me. And the cost, we're gonna cover the cost of the shipping and handling. This weighs, just so that you know, over 16.5 pounds. It's the real deal. I mean, the quality of this is exceptional, which is why it's a customer pick. Imagine what the shipping and handling would be. We get to offer this to you with free shipping and handling. So make the phone call. All the colors are available for you. There's your red, your white, your gold, your silver, your black, and then we have the navy. And reminding you again, we're sharing this with you on 5 monthly payments. So use any major credit card, debit card, make those small payments of $27. We're gonna ship this to you right away. We give you 30 days, but a wonderful way for you to be able to really protect all of the sensitive information that you have. Bill, we're gonna wrap it up. It's so nice to see you, my friend.
No problem. Great to see you. I'm glad Embassy's back, Marlo. It's taken us months to get it back. And this is our last planned show with it, so pick it up while you can. And I'll see you Friday in studio.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, congratulations to you, and thank you so much for ordering, of course, our wonderful shredder. Oh, my gourd. We are just a couple of weeks away from fall officially arriving. Do you love fall? Are you excited about decorating or all the delicious foods? We've got an entire Oh My Gourd section on our website at hsn.com. So maybe it's pumpkins or beautiful autumnal colors and fashions or jewelry. We have it all on our website at hsn.com. All you have to do is head over there and check it out. We are going to come back and share with you our weekly deal drop and an amazing HP laptop. I can't wait to tell you about it. Stay close, everyone.